fellow Flosstubers. It's Patty here with episode 116. Today is July 27th, 2020. On today's show, I have whips, I have haul, I have wipgo plans, and I have knitting. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was really good. Same old, of course. Friday with little man, Thursday with my mom, and Sunday we spent another 4 hours doing some more rooms and getting things organized. Sorry, we're going to be taking off this weekend because my youngest son works 6 days a week, and we have been taking his only day off to do some stuff, so I thought it would be nice if I went ahead and said, let's just take this Sunday off. You guys do whatever you want to do. So that is what we're going to do this week. Yeah. I did have some questions, or at least one question I'd like to answer on the podcast. And it was from Christine Tyler. She asks me if I make working copies for my mirrors, and if I do or don't, how do I handle it? So I answered her specifically, but I thought I would kind of show what I do. I do not make working copies. I'm never going to do these patterns again. And I try to pass on my patterns sometimes, but a lot of the times I don't. I just stash them away, and who knows what I'm going to do with them. You know, I have no idea. But I thought I would kind of show. I have an old-time secretary metal tray. And this is my tray, and these are my magnetic strips. So it stands up, and I put it on the arm of my chair. And these hold the pattern in so the pattern stays. If it's a difficult pattern that I have a hard time figuring out where I'm at, when I put it away, I use this tape that I got from the Knit Girls when I went on a retreat for knitting. And it's just like a paper tape, and it's sticky, so it's like Post-it note stuff. So it's that type of paper, it's that type of stickiness, so you can reuse it a couple of different times. And I take this, put the sticky tape where I was on that line, and then I just leave it and fold my pattern back up and put it away. Since this is a nice big board, I fold the pattern away so I can put it on here, because this is an 8x11. So of course my 8x11 sheets fit perfectly on here, and I can move this around. The only time I mark off a pattern is if it is a full coverage, because there's too much confetti, there's too much different, you know, even just different blocks of colors. So I mark that off. And that's the only patterns that I pencil off or highlight off. And sometimes I don't even highlight off because I'm afraid it'll seep through to the other side if it's two-sided pattern. So yeah, you have to be really careful with mirrors because they are a big sheet and they are folded, and you can lose some of the stitching key or code when you fold it and unfold it a lot. So I try not to do that a lot. I try to keep it into like a bigger fold than folding it all the way back down to the mirror size. So that's what I do. I found these at Joann's. They're just metal, you know, they're magnets, big huge magnets. And I had some really old yucky magnets that I can use for holding that. So that's how I do mirrors. That's actually how I do them all. I used to all the time pencil off, and I found that when I did that, if I made an error, it was so hard to track back where the error was, because you put a line through and you've messed up the key, and it's hard, for me, it's hard to see. So that's why I don't do that anymore. So I hope that helps you, Christine, and I hope that helps anybody else if you had any questions of that caliber about, you know, what somebody else does with their charting. So yeah, I shall we get on with the stitching now? I think so. I hope I haven't lost anybody yet. So, whoops. Mirror Monday for the month of July is my Christmas in London. I'm going to pull that picture up. There she is. So here's where, there she is. I just love this one. I really do love this one. It's so much fun. Because, man, I got some more done on that tree. I didn't do a lot of stitching on Monday, but I got quite a bit more filled in. So now I'm working on the ribbon because I have I believe I have all of the green done. There might be here and there some green I missed, but for the most part on the tree, I think the color green is done. So now I'm working on the ribbon or the garland that's in the tree. So this is on 32 count opalescent. And today is the last until December that you will be seeing this one. So one more Monday and then it's done for the month. Okay. And I do like that I moved this to July as well. I think that since this is such a big pattern, I really need that extra month to work on that. And then my wipgo project for the last 2 weeks has been Seaside Kingdom, and this is on 32 count Dublin Belfast by Picture This Plus. And there they are. And I got a lot accomplished on this one this time. So I'm working on putting in some more of the apron that she has on, plus her arm. I mean, I went to town on this one this last week, so I was really happy. So, man, I really, oh, and I want to thank you guys for all your nice comments about the light. I really like the light because I know before you couldn't really see the stitches, but wow, that light's nice. And I think I even turned it down a little bit this week, so yay. And then I decided to pick up another Christmas in July project. So I went ahead and worked on Santa of the Forest by Lavender and Lace. And this is on 32 count natural by MCG Textiles. And this is what he's going to look like when he is finished. This is the one that I'm really losing definition on that fold lines. So I'm going to have to think about something else to do with this one because there's so much stitching that you have to do on it that's going to take me a while. So I worked on this section, which is like the Northern Lights. I think, oh, what had happened to it? I just had the picture, right? There it is. Oops. So the Northern Lights back there as part of that, and then this motif is the same one that's over here. So that's what I worked on, and I got some more of the shoulder wrap done. So that's where this one is at, and who knows if I'll bring it back out this week or waits until December. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It all depends on what's calling to me, and it really does have to be calling to me. So I only worked on 4 projects because I did a 24-hour of cross stitch. I didn't get a full 24 hours in. Friday I worked on it before little man got here and after he left, and he left probably about 8 o'clock, so at night. So I didn't get a lot done. Saturday I worked on it for 12 hours, and Sunday we were gone most of the day, so I didn't really get a lot accomplished on it, but I'm really happy with how much got done over the weekend. And this is Mirabilia, Tree of Hope, on 32 count natural by Zweigart. Yes, by Zweigart. And this is where it's at. So I finished the tree. So the tree is completed except for beads. The bird is completed except for beads. So I went down and worked on the trunk. So the trunk is how tall it's going to be. So this is the tree, and then there's a little motif with a bee and a little flower down here. But here is the piece of the trunk, which is so exciting. And then the flowers will go on both sides. So yeah, I am so happy with how this is turning out. I've even thought about not putting the flowers in, but I think at least I will start and put the one set of flowers, you know, the smaller set of flowers. This one, I'm going to put this one on where this lady and this lady is, and then I will see what it looks like, and then I will add the other flower. But I am so jazzed with that, and oh, that color looks so beautiful. It is just so beautiful. I'm so happy. So this one, man, if I can push through, I may be able to finish this year. Maybe. I don't know. But that was all I stitched on this last week. I really didn't do a lot of stitching last week because it wasn't calling to me that much. But yeah, I'm happy with what I accomplished. Let's just put that over there for right now. Okay, so shall we talk about haul? I got my 2 bags from Garon Toten Bags. I got a Harry Potter stained glass, and this is a 12 by 13, and it's got a nice interfacing. It feels really good. I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know if a Q-snap will fit in this size, but that's all right if it doesn't. I'm not worried about that. And then this one is also the same size. So this was the Harry Potter stained glass, and this was By the Sea. So that's that. And the inside of this one is Inkers. And I do like that they send a little card. There we go. So you can put all your information. So it's the pattern name, designer, and start date. So you don't have to keep looking inside the bag if you don't know what it is. And it is secured with a safety pin. So it's really very good. Very, very nice. Ronnie does a great job, I believe. I think these are really nice little bags. I did another order. I have to stay off their website. I really did, because I ordered matching Q-snaps, grime guards. So Q-snap covers, grime guards, whatever you want to call them. So that's coming hopefully this next week, and I'll be able to show them to you next Monday. We'll see. I also ordered a pattern, so we'll show you those. Let's do knitting, and then we'll do plants. Okay, knitting. I went ahead, and they were having a sale on the Wave Maker socks by Sheila Bond, and I went ahead and picked them up. They are a shorty sock, and I thought, why not? My little knit group that's really small now could do a knit along maybe. So I went ahead and picked up these. I am stitching these on, I am knitting, sorry, these on a 2.25 millimeter, which is a US 1.5, right? US 1, 2.25, it's a US 1, sorry. So, and I am using Sakatumi collection in the puzzle colorway, and this is from Elon Sock. So, and I'm doing it 2 at a time. So right now all I have are toe beanies. So these are the size of the toe, and then you just start the pattern from here. And this pattern is set up to where it tells you what to do for sock 1 and what to do for sock 2, because you see they're mirrored. So that'll be nice. That's why I went ahead and decided to do them 2 at a time on a size 40-inch needle. So that's where we're at. The length is 40 inches. So I'm really happy with how this is starting out. It's been a while since I've knit socks. I like to knit socks. I don't necessarily wear the socks I knit because they are heavy for my feet. You know, they're hot. So I usually do shorties. I don't like long socks. I wear regular socks or shorties as well. So that's what works for me. So I've been converting a lot of patterns just to shorties or doing vanillas, which are just knit every round. So that was super exciting. Okay, wipgo came out today. So that's exciting. So our wipgo for August is here, and I have pulled the 2 projects that are my wipgo projects for August. And I have a stitch along that I'm planning on starting in August. So let's see. The first one that was pulled was Silver Moon Tea that I am doing a restart on. I am doing this one on 32 count Violet Mist Linen by Witchell, and you can tell it's Witchell because it will stand alone. So it should go this way, and that is definitely not the color. Well, maybe, yeah. So this will be for my Silver Moon Tea, and as you see, that one is a full coverage mirror. Yeah. And look at that moon. So this one, I think I'm going to start it in the middle. I usually don't, or I might start it the middle top. So find the middle top, and just do the outline first. But that is going to be worked on for 2 weeks for wipgo. Come on. Okay, I'll just do that. And then the other wipgo project that was called is Gypsy Queen, which is this one right here. And I am stitching this one, I believe, on a 32 count natural. 32 count natural, and I think this is Zweigart as well. Or Witchell, I'm sorry. And this is where she is at. So she will get another 2 weeks this month. And I'm very happy where she is at. And I'm hoping to start the bodice of her dress this time. We'll have to see. There might be more. Oh, there's more skin I need to do. So I think. Well, maybe not. Except for, well, her arm right here is where I'll need to go. But I think I'm going to work on her bodice this time. But that's where Gypsy Queen is. And the center number was pulled, which is 13. And it could either be a free space or it could be a pattern if you wanted it to be. At one time I did want it to be a pattern. I was thinking about starting Duchess there, but Zook Stitches, or Zook Stitch, is starting a stitch along with Princess Ileana in August. So I think that this is going to be either my 13th or just a new start. So this is her. Oh, sorry, I had podcaster nose, itchy nose. So here's Princess Ileana, and I'm stitching her on 32 count. What is the 32? Lavender Lugana by Zweigart. And oops, so she will be going on this beautiful dark purple lavender color. So I'm very, very excited about that, to start that in August. So I have to go back and watch Zook Stitch's last podcast to find out what day they're starting it on. Because if they're starting it on the 1st, I could probably do that because I believe that's a Saturday. Let me look here. Yep, so that's Saturday. So if it's starting on the 1st, I could start this on Saturday. That's exciting. So, yay! And August is also, let me take the glasses off, Arbitrary August. So that is, you stitch on whatever you want to stitch on arbitrarily. I think I'm going to do that. My only goals this time is the Mirror Monday, the New Start, the wipgo, and the Linens and Threads monthly sale. I'm the Peppermint Purple Mystery 52 week sale. If I'm feeling it, I will stitch on it. If I'm not, I'll just catch up with it later. But yeah, I really liked the fact that I put in a weekend for that Tree of Hope. So I think that picking a pattern, picking a project, and stitching it for as many days as I want to in arbitrary August is exactly what I need. Because that definitely goes against what I usually do. So I'm going to be arbitrary. Why not? Why not? So you might not see a whole bunch of the regulars that I usually go through. You may see something completely different. You may see more new starts. I don't know. It all depends on what's calling to me and what I want to work on. So this week is the last week of July, so I will try to follow my July works. And if that doesn't work for me, who knows? Just like I said, there was only 4 this last week. That was really crazy. But I really, really, really enjoyed working on Tree of Hope for those 3 days. I really did. In fact, I almost wanted to work on it again today. But I will work on my Christmas in London so that it can get its final weekend until December. So, looking around here, I really have nothing else to say. So I hope that everyone has a great week. I hope that you stay safe. And I hope that the rain stops here at some point because it's getting kind of, I haven't had my lawn mowed in 2 weeks because of the rain. Yeah. It's fair time here. If we were having fair, this would be this week or next week. It might be next week that the fair would be here. But yeah, it rains. From the minute they announce fair, that the fair starting this day, now, until the end of the fair, it seems to rain. And this year we've had so much rain that it's getting kind of scary. But sorry, I blathered on. I blathered on. But anyway, so let's get back to what I was saying. I hope that everybody stays safe. I hope that everybody stays healthy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I'll see you guys next time.